Hey everyone, it is Jen Morgano, Cardamom by Jen Morgano. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States, and I am sharing with you today a card we made at my most recent stamp class using a new bundle available March 2026. It's an online exclusive bundle. It's called Springtime Scenes, and I'm not going to lie, I bought it because of this ladybug. Isn't that ladybug cute? I really like the line art of the stamp set, and the sentiments are really great. And the cutouts, the dies, are great. You have a label that works with most of the sentiments. Then you have solid leaf shapes and flowers, and then some detailed ones as well. This die right here is the one I'm using on the card I'm going to demonstrate to you. It caught my eye as well. So the ladybug stamp, which I surprisingly did not even use in this card, but I did use the cutout, and look at her. Isn't she sweet? Oh, I love it. I love the ladybugs. All right, so let's get started. I will give you some measurements, and away we will go. Your card base is going to be Lemon Lolly, and it is going to be 8.5 by 5.5, and you're going to score that at 4.25. All right, so that's your simple card base, and then you're going to have a layer, another layer of Lemon Lolly, and that's going to be 4 by 5.25. Okay. Then your inside panel is going to be basic white, and that is also 4 by 5.25. It's going to go on the inside, and then you're going to need some scraps. Balmy Blue. You're going to need about a 3.5-inch square piece for our circle. Garden Green, same thing, 3.5 square will give you a nice border, so you don't have to worry about squeezing it in for this die cut. And then you're going to need some scraps, 2 detailed Garden Green leaves. These are about 2.5 inches by 1.5. And then you're going to need Old Olive, one of the detailed and one of the solid. Okay, and then our little ladybug. So, oh god, this is tiny, right? Let's say about 1.5-inch squares for both. I use Poppy Parade and Basic Black. Okay. Oops. Oh. Anyway, and then for your label die, this is about 2 by 3 to be on the safe side. I just used a scrap of basic white that I had laying around because we don't have any of those, right? Right. I'm going to move all these pieces off, and we're going to do our stamping. You're going to take that 4 by 5.25 Lemon Lolly, and you're going to stamp the grass progressively down across the bottom. Okay, so I'm using Garden Green ink, just one ink color for this. Okay. So go high up, a little bit down, and you just keep going down by smaller and smaller increments so that you have, oops, a spot. Doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, these are handmade cards. You can overlap if you want. Okay. So there you go. That's your grass. You can do that down. Okay. And then we will affix our blue circle. One thing I did want to point out, the circle that you use to cut out. Oh boy. I use these a lot, so they're all over the place. I'm going to have to get a magnet pad for this. You can see it will cut out a frame and then the inner piece. So you are essentially left with these 2 pieces. Now you can do one of 2 ways. This was my first card that I made, and you can see maybe there's a little edge that you can see the Lemon Lolly. And that's fine. If you want to do that, do that. I did, and I think it looks perfectly fine. If you don't want it, if you want the blue to go all the way under. This is how we're going to do it. Okay, you're going to take your green piece, and what we're going to do is take some glue. Let me get my silicone mat. And you're going to put some glue on these inner leaves and affix it to the circle here. So this is garden green, and it's going to go on top of our balmy blue. Okay. And then to get rid of that slightly open border, you flip it over. Put glue around that green frame. And then just put your see, works out. Again, no big deal. You want to make that extra step, go for it. If not, don't worry about it. Okay, so you can see I have some of those fine leaves. And then one I doubled up, I put the detail over the solid, so we can do that now. It's going to be your garden green detailed over your old olive solid. Old olive solid. I like the way that sounds. Rather. Okay. You can certainly use adhesive sheets when you cut these out to make it a little bit easier. I have a can of spray glue that I've had in my drawer for years. I don't even know if it works anymore. I always want to try that, but whenever I think about trying it, it's the winter, and I'm pretty sure you need ventilation for that. I'm in New York, so it's not really open window weather here, February. We just got some more snow this morning. That was exciting. I joke my husband had knee surgery, so it's been snowing every weekend because I have to shovel. Okay, so you do that. And then to get the placement of the leaves where you want, you're going to put your leaf panel here. This guy goes on the outside, so you don't have to worry about him, but I told the ladies at my stamp class, basically you want one going up to the corner and one to this open space you created here. So you don't have to worry about perfection, right? Right, because it's handmade. Oh, my nose is running. Sniffles. Oop, got a little globby with that glue. Okay, and this panel is going to get glued down. Right up here, so it's covering the bottoms of those leaves, the stems. And what I did for my piece here is I glued the bottom down, but then I just popped some of the edges up because I think that's a fun kind of like three-dimensional look. So you can take some of your mini dimensionals or cut up some of your, oh my god, my nose, I apologize. So you take some of your mini dimensionals and cut them up, or your regular size dimensionals and cut them up. And just put a little glue speck here. That fun? And then we'll pop Miss Ladybug up with a dimensional or two. I didn't even put the ladybug together. I was like, what's missing? This is wrong. Okay. So I'm just going to pop her down, and you can cover this so you don't have to worry about if the leaves are not meeting up or you don't like the way it looks. Okay, and there's our ladybug. All we have to do is pop this on the front, do our sentiment, a little more stamping for our leaves. So let's rather, stamp our sentiment, which we are using Sending Lots of Sunshine. Okay, I don't like that. You know, I just re-inked all my pads, my hair everywhere. I think, I don't know if anyone else in the colder climates, please let me know in the comments. I feel like during the colder months, my ink pads like dry out or something. There we go, it's a little bit better. And then I just wanted to add some detailed leaves into my inside of the card, my sentiment panel, my writing panel rather, because that's just fun. And then where's my envelope? We're going to put some on the envelope too. That's my sample envelope. There we go. Isn't that pretty envelope ticket? I would like to get that envelope. Okay, so let's finish this card. I'm going to bring out my Stampin' Cut and Boss machine, which I'm pretty sure I just put over the, there it is. Like, where is my label die? Okay, you probably can't see this. That's fine. Use your imagination. Jennifer is putting the label die over her stamped image. There you go. Now I'm turning the crank. And voila. Got that. Okay, it's all coming together. Let's put the inside panel on. Oops, dropping things. I wanted this to be a little bit more sturdy. I had my ladies use foam strips. You can also use adhesive foam sheets, which is what I'm going to do here. This is a great way to give yourself a really solid panel. People are probably saying, Jen, that is a lot of foam. But guess what? I want it to be sturdy. And guess what? I've had these for a while. And guess what I always forget to use? So I'm using them. So there. What do you think of that? I always say, right? Use your stuff. It's nothing worse than having a craft room full of supplies that you don't use. Oh, great, now I have to decide. This one's better. Yeah. Okay. Put some foam on that. Pop that guy up. Go here, and now we're just going to finish it off with some antique pearls. And Jennifer believes in the odd number, or what is it, the rule of 3? I don't even know what the rule is called, but always an odd number. 3, 5, 7, 9. There you go. And there is your card with the little ladybug. You know what I think? Let's see. I think she needs some wink. What do you think? I think she needs some winky. I'm going to color her black parts in with some winky. There we go. Shine. There she is. All right, everybody. I hope you like this card. Remember, these are coming out, oh boy, what is it, March? Beginning of March. They're online exclusives, unless of course you're a demonstrator. You can get them now. If you're not, you can always sign up under me. I'd love to have you on the Carded Mom team, where we create together. And also during the month of February 2026, if you join, you get a free Stampin' Positioner tool, which is new and it's awesome and I love it. So I was able to get my hands on it early because I'm a demonstrator, but I don't know when it's actually going to be available to customers. We'll see. But anyway, hit like and subscribe if you did indeed like this and want to follow along on my next card adventures, there will be a lot. I also have links to the blog post with the measurements, as well as links to my social media and my newsletter. So sign up. You'll get some fun emails, including sketches, news, and offers. Have a great day, and I hope you get to do something crafty.